a cigarette smoke till it's in my head, take it all away. Yeah, I'ma light it up just like a cigarette smoke till it's in my head, take the pain away. Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn.
What is going on, everyone? How we doing today, baby? How we doing? Should be doing good. Let's get the music like right there. Should be pretty good. Yeah, how we doing today, chat? Big gameplay reveal today. I'm excited to get into it. Excited to get everything about it going on there. So it should be very exciting. But there is a couple of things we got to get into before we actually get into the live stream and everything like that, which will pull up on all our screens and monitors and all that good stuff. Before we get in that, but let's scroll over here real quick. There's a couple things I want to show you guys before we hop on into it. About the technical test, because that is tomorrow. So we're gonna get all the gameplay stuff, and then we're actually gonna get to play the game tomorrow. I mean, we'll be live for that as well. We can stream it and everything like that. So should be very exciting as well. So let's go to the article right here. Let's switch screens. Let's go to the article right here. Oh wait, this is the switch. Never mind. I'm gonna go to the article. Here it is, the article. So if you guys don't know, what's going on, Angel? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, let's go to the technical test thing right here. So if you guys don't know, starting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time, we are able to play the technical test. So you can preload it already on your console. I'll pull it up for you guys to show you guys how to do it, because I already did mine and everything like that. Yeah, you just need internet, obviously, to play the game. And they say you need to be 18. I don't know why, but you can fake this. If you change your birthday in your settings, you can just bypass that. So just quick tip for anyone out there. I don't know why they say that, but it's whatever. They want to obviously deliver the best experience for the game with the servers and everything like that. So online cross, matchmaking and everything, online co-op as well. So I think it's gonna be like a normal Diamond Dynasty with some online co-op. So that'd be very exciting. I definitely want to play this, with some people. So getting into that as well. And then that's pretty much it. You can get the feedback, obviously, on theshow.com. You can play it on every single console. And, yeah, I mean, that's all you really need. So, kind of excited getting that tomorrow. I'll definitely be live for it. I'm good. If I'm in Central Time, what time is that? It's 11 a.m. It's 11 a.m. Oh, let's look it up. I think it's 11 or 12 for you. Let's see. To CST. 12. Okay. 12 for you. So, 12 p.m., you'll be able to play that. I got you, Angel. So yeah, excited to get on into that. You can also preload it right now. You can also preload it. They were tweeting out for the Switch you could preload it, the Xbox you could preload it, and the PlayStation I think you could preload it as well. They tweeted out, or maybe they didn't tweet out. I don't know. But any console you can preload out. Let's actually tune in. Let's go to my Xbox right now. I'll show you guys how to do it and everything like that. It's pretty easy. It's not really. It's like downloading any other game. But yeah, it's pretty easy. So let's tune on over to this screen real quick. Oh, I have no webcam. Hold on, let me pull that up real quick. Oh, there we are. Alright, so yeah, let's go on to the Xbox real quick. I'll show you guys how to do it. It's pretty easy. It's not hard. You see, I already got it up. But you just go to your store, and then you just search the game. So, real quick, you search MLB. You know what I'm saying? MLB. And then boom, bada bing, bada boom. And then pre-order technical test right here. You do it, pre-order. It tells you to buy it. It's free, so don't worry about it. But pretty simple like that. You just kind of get the game right there. Like that. So pretty easy so far to be able to do it. And then we get back out of this. You can just see it's chilling right here on my thing. Obviously you can't play it yet, but it should be chilling on here for now. So pretty simple on how to do that. If you guys need help on that situation. It's my mom's birthday. Hey, shout out to you, Cody. Wish your mom a happy birthday, bro. And it's Valentine's Day. It's fire as well. Co-op needs to be better this year. Yeah, I hope they add actual rewards to it. I don't know if they will or not. They said last year they were, so I'm kind of hoping they add something to it. But I guess we'll wait and see. Let's go over to Twitch right now. Let's see if the live stream won't be live yet. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, but yeah. So they said there would be rewards, but I don't know. Thanks for checking. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah, so the last feature pyramid, if you guys didn't watch it, was all about the Negro Leagues. Very good live stream, very informative. I actually liked it a lot. And, I think it was one of the better ones. But this is the gameplay feature premiere today, so should be very exciting. I imagine they'll talk about everything that we'll see in the in gameplay in general. If I had to give a guess, but I actually wanna look at that because I think we'll get the trailer today as well. I want to look at some of the previous trailers, right? That we had. Let's go to 22's gameplay trailer real quick, because there's a couple things you can notice from these that they reveal, which I think they're gonna reveal everything today. But I just want to look at these real quick before we get into everything. So we're gonna tune in real quick. These are obviously last year's, so not my mom's birthday. Saying I could. Oh yeah, for the thing. Yeah, I got you. My fault. I have to wait till tomorrow to get it. I think you can get it early on PlayStation. I don't know why they were tweeting it out. I think it's just because they had to get it on all the consoles and everything like that. But you should be able to look up in your store and get it, or wait for the tweet. I mean, you should be able to preload it. If in my opinion. But yeah, this was the trailer last year. Let's look at this one because obviously, they didn't reveal that much last year. It was pretty cool. They revealed the whole crowd chants and the whole celebrations thing last year, which was pretty sick from the gameplay trailer. And then they showed off Ryan Howard in this one as a couple legends. So that was really only that they showed. They showed you can celebrate right here. With Judge doing the arm thing. And that was pretty much it. I don't think they really released much that I can tell in this gameplay trailer. So we'll just watch it though. It is a sick trailer. It's got some cool music behind it. But yeah, they really increased the atmosphere in this one, and they showed some of the new players and some of the new teams, obviously, and then there's just a couple of the legends. But it's still a cool trailer. I like all these trailers, honestly. I think they're all cool. They're low-key nostalgia when you look at some of the old ones, especially the ones from 18, 17, 16. Those ones are great. Yeah, you obviously see Ryan Howard right here, brand new legend in the game, obviously. But that was really it. That was really it. That's the only thing they showed. So nothing too crazy compared to last year. So. So that was really it. And then if you look at 21s, this is 21s right here. Here, we'll look at 21s real quick. 21s, I think, it displayed a little bit more about the game. Now I think about it. But we'll go ahead and take a look at it. Obviously, Tatis was on the cover this year. They had a couple other players, but I don't know if they even showed anything. But I know in some of the previous ones they showed a lot. So excited to see how this works. Yeah, you obviously had what's his name back there. But yeah, just showing all the players off, nothing too crazy. I don't really remember that much in this one, to be honest. But I personally love 21. 21 was such a fun game to play, man. It was so fun. You saw me new free agents this year as well. I mean, this was a good game. This is one of my favorite ones actually. Yeah, the celebrations were a new thing. I remember that. I definitely remember that. But I don't remember anything crazy. Except, it was a good, fun game. I really like that game. Look at Trevor Bauer, bro. Yeah, that shit's hilarious. Yeah, they had a couple new things into the game, but nothing from the trailer that you can really get. They obviously had the legend reveal, which they always do. We might get a new legend today. I don't know. Maybe they'll just show the previous ones. Maybe they'll show Jeter in the game, which they probably will. But everything like that, I don't know. We'll see. It should be exciting though, because we didn't really get a trailer yet. The only thing we've gotten is Jackie Robinson's moment, so that's pretty much it. You can only get the full game, but no worries. I'll just get it whenever it goes live. No, I'm pretty sure you can get the tech test. You can get the full game right now, the actual game. But you can get the tech test right now. I'm pretty sure. If you went to your store already, then yeah, you might have to wait a little bit. It might be out for the stream. Who knows? But yeah, see, they showed the parallels right here. So that was one thing they did show. They showed the stadium critter and the parallels, which was huge to the game. So that's what I forgot. They showed it right at the end there. So that's the one thing I forgot about. Yeah, so they showed a little bit of everything. Last year they didn't show that crazy, but yeah, that was a massive thing last year, and maybe they'll do that again. So maybe they'll show I don't know, that for the gameplay trailers it's hard to show other things. But we can go ahead and look at 19s real quick. We still have about 8 minutes before we actually get into it. Let's look at 19s real quick. Go back to some of the previous gameplay trailers we got. And there'll obviously be a lot more than this for everyone in the chat. We've obviously got tons of stuff shown right there for Road to the Show. So that's pretty sick. I actually do remember those. So tons of stuff for Road to the Show right there. Tony Gwynn obviously in the game. So I think 19's had a lot more than we normally had. But yeah, they'll be showing everything probably. Most of the things in the game. But this actually was a pretty good one. I do remember they showed a lot more than the normal. So 22 didn't really do that. Now I think about it, they didn't really do that. Hopefully they do it this year because that was pretty sick. But I don't know, they showed a lot with the storylines thing. The storylines is really cool. I can't wait to play that game mode. And we'll go ahead and see what they got in store for us. So, be definitely exciting to get in the new one at least. You know, and especially with the shift bands and everything, and you know all that good stuff. You know, it was definitely fun to watch. You missed 20? Oh, you know, we'll go back and watch. It just came up on YouTube, bro. 19 came up before 20. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, 19 was a fun game. I remember playing this one. Obviously didn't upload this one, but this was still a fun game. Yeah, I mean, they didn't really show anything crazy. Except at the beginning. They showed, okay, they did show that. They showed a lot more, actually. Oh, damn, yeah, they went in deep. Actually went in depth. Yeah, I'll pull up 20s real quick. I actually forgot about that. You know what I'm saying? That's just because it just came up on recommended here. Let me go back real quick. Where's 20 at? Let me look it up, 20. 20 was such a weird game, bro. COVID happened. Weird timing. You know what I'm saying? Gary Sheffield. Yeah, but all the gameplay trailers have been fired, though. I've liked all of them. It's just cool. Because they're different from, like, other trailers. I don't know, you look at other games' trailers, and they show, like, more of the actual game. This is all, like, you know, like, routine kind of gameplay. You know, like, this is always about to happen. So, I don't know. There's actually some gameplay. But, yeah, these games are so different to now. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, these games feel so different. Just for, like, the mechanics. They didn't even have pinpoint pitching yet in this game. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they did show the showdown system. Interesting. You know what I'm saying? So it's fire. Yeah, but I'm excited they talk about the new rule set. They show off some new feeling animations. I wonder if they talk about the new rule set with the shift bands, the bigger bases, all like everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if they talk about that. Because they said they're adding the new playoff system into franchise, which is exciting. March to October, road to the show. They're showing the new playoff system in franchise with the 6 teams or anything like that, and the new CBA rules. So excited to see if they have that as well. Look when this game came out, 3/13. Oh my God, chat. I mean, that's phenomenal. It's okay. Yeah. I got you, Angel. That's phenomenal. Okay, are they not live? Okay, they're live. They came on. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. All right, chat. Got about 5 minutes on the ETA right here. Twitch drops are on. You guys want to turn Twitch drops on, all right? Pull up another tab, open up some Twitch drops, get them on, baby. Get your Twitch drops on. We'll go right here. But pretty much you just link your show account with your Twitch account and everything like that. So that's pretty much what you do. So you go over here, it will say not connected or whatever, or not activated or whatever. And then you should be able to do it. I'm pretty sure. I think I can't show you because I've already done mine. But I know there's a way to do it. So you can definitely learn how maybe. Maybe that's it. Customer support, oh boy. Well, it's different for everything, but I don't know. There's definitely a way to do it. Yeah, you just click connect right here, and then you connect whatever game or whatever it is, and then it should work. It's pretty easy to do. I think you should have to type in your Twitch stuff and your show stuff, and everything will be connected like that. It should be pretty easy though, from what I remember. So make sure you guys get that on. Open another tab real quick, get it on. Because there should be some good rewards they've saying in there, so excited to see what they're adding so far. You know what I'm saying? Yep, there's their tweet. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they're what's going on for them. You know what I'm saying? Because for all the gameplay will be revealed. Like I don't even know if they're gonna even add anything new. I really don't. But I could be wrong. I just don't know what they're gonna add. Let's pause the music. Load into this music. I just don't know if they're gonna add anything new. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally just don't know. Let me pull this up on a new tab real quick. Let me slide that over. You know, I just don't know if they're gonna add anything new or not. I honestly don't know. But we'll wait and see. Should be exciting. You know what I'm saying? New stuff, everything like that. You know, if anyone tuning in can't watch the full stream, I'll upload a video like normal on it, and then we'll go live tomorrow at 1 o'clock as soon as it goes live for everyone. So that should be exciting. You know, just getting the full amount of content out for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's every 15 minutes you watch, you're able to get that Twitch. Yeah, that's how it works, I'm pretty sure. I think it says it right here, right? Watch for 15 minutes and claim a drop, yeah. Keep it up. You are 80% on the way. Nice. Aren't there like three or no? I know some games you can only get like 3 drops for watching like a certain stream. Yeah, we just got 1. For quality up to 2. So yeah, the more you watch, the more you get. I think I had 2 last time, so I don't know what's in them though. I don't know what's in them yet. So, gonna be very interesting to see what's in them when the game comes out. I cannot wait. The 24th, dude, I'd be so excited. I don't even know what day that is. The 24th is the early access, right? Let's pull up the calendar. Pull up the little calendar. 24th is a Friday. That's gonna be a fire day. That's gonna be a fire day, the 24th. So, excited for that. Excited for that. I don't know if you guys saw, but everyone's reporting to spring training now. I actually could pull up Twitter real quick. Everyone's reporting to spring training now. So, if you guys didn't see that, everyone's getting on there, getting to spring training. Yeah, I guess I can show some tweets and pull that up real quick. These are my like tweets. Yeah, I mean, the bases, obviously. There's also a difference here. I'll show you. Go to Twitter right here. This is the base difference. I tweeted about this, but this is the base difference this year. It looks pretty interesting. So, yeah, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, go ahead. Everything else here. I thought this was kind of funny from MLB Fox today. I love you too. And then single, I won't judge. That's a good one. And then it's complicated. Was kind of funny. Fucking created. Jesus. So yeah, a couple good tweets. You know what I'm saying? They obviously had this one. The journey's back, which was pretty sick. And I'm just getting ready for spring training. So yeah, excited for spring training to be back. Baseball is here, baby. I'm excited to get it going. Excited to get it going back. Spring training is like such a like a cool thing because it's like it reminds you of like that old school kind of like back in the day, you know, feel how baseball is like the countryside of it compared to, you know, like the actual like city side, which I like. It reminds me of like the Sandlot. That's why I like those stadiums they showed last time with the Negro leagues, just because it's like that old school style. I love that, especially for the sport, like country music and everything. That's baseball right there. All right, here we go. 15 seconds to go. Excited to get into this one. We'll see what they're talking about this time. Very exciting. And we'll see what they start with. Last time they started with a banger. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into it, baby. Is there a new trailer this time? Okay. Yeah, it's Chisholm. That's the new trailer, I guess. Here we go, baby. Thought I heard something more good. All right, here we go. New feature
Hey
premiere.
everyone, Ramon Russell here. It's time for another feature premiere. Today's episode is all about gameplay, and it's super important because the tech test will be live tomorrow.
Let me turn that
we
up
got
for you guys.
a lot
Sorry.
to talk about. I am joined today by newly minted design manager Luis Martinez, and also he's back, newly minted design director Steve Merker. How are you guys doing?
I'm great. Thank you. Thanks for taking a minute to talk to us.
Same, yeah. It's a really exciting time here. It's also, we're trying to get to the finish line, but yeah, doing great, Ramon.
Yes, the chaos. Getting to the finish line. It is nothing but chaos, but we are loving every minute of it. We are putting the finishing touches on MLB The Show 23. So what are you most excited for from the design and feature teams?
I think one can never say it too much, but the Negro League experience is going to be incredible. That has me extremely excited. In addition to that, I'm loving what our Diamond Dynasty team is doing in improvements this year. Some of the big features that are going to be coming. That I can't wait for those to be spoken to and get the feedback from our community on it.
What we're doing in DD, it's going to change the way you approach the mode, how you build your team. It's really exciting. And then we've got a bunch of changes to franchise. You're going to be experiencing the draft and everything related to the draft.
I like that.
In a different way, but don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Yeah, I won't spoil it.
No, don't do it.
Stop. Pull back. Pull back.
We
already spoiled
didn't we
it.
talk about the draft already?
Yeah, we talked about the draft.
So it's already spoiled.
At least we mentioned it. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
We got a lot to talk about, but we don't want to spoil too much
draft.
more. But what do you want fans to know about the
everything in
game
that
this
mode.
year, guys, overall?
There's definitely been a lot of steps to make it feel as unique as a game should in a series, right? Every year you're putting out another baseball game, right? And that's every annual title does that. And every year we try to make it different and we try to make it special, and sometimes it gets mired and nobody sees the changes, but this I think really is pertinent in the change that we want the game to start taking on. And it's very much an impactful release. It has so much meaning from every mode, and every experience has something that registers for every person who plays our game. And that's the thing I want everybody to take out. The team's worked really hard. We're very proud
Sounds
of
good
them.
so far.
And we're going to continue doing this here on. It's the first day of the rest of the life. We're continuing.
Also, Luis, before we start talking about legends, I know y'all want more legend reveals, but you have to remember, not only did we announce Derek Jeter, which Luis wants to talk a little bit about, but we've also announced 8 Negro League legends. And yes, Jackie Robinson is already in the game, but this is a different version of Jackie Robinson. And I know y'all have been asking a lot. You will be able to play as the 8 Negro League legends in other areas, but storylines is the focus, and everything about the Negro Leagues and these legends are built off of the storylines mode. What about Jeter, Luis? How excited
you should still be able to get a
he's
card
back
from
and he's
him,
on
right?
the cover of the
100%.
collector's edition?
I don't usually play up my Yankee fandom too much, but this year, with Jeter on the cover, it's just, I'm getting the feels. So super excited about that. We're going to have some more legend reveals, and I'm really excited about something that we can't even touch on, some more surprises to come. So super excited.
Yeah, we got more surprises coming. So here we go. We're going to talk about some gameplay. Let's go. Thanks, Steve and Luis. And now let's talk about gameplay. Again, the tech test will be live tomorrow. So I got my man Kyle joining me. What's up, Kyle? How you doing?
I'm feeling great, Ramon. Cannot wait to talk gameplay.
And for the first time on the stream, we got my man Connor. Connor, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Ramon. Super happy to be here.
So people may know about Kyle, but Connor, what do you do here at the studio?
Ramon, I am a gameplay producer. Been here for about 3 years, started out in tests, got transitioned over to the team, and I'm loving it. Loving learning from Kyle, Gil, just everyone around here.
The week emoji. We're about to talk about all things
let's
gameplay.
go. Get into
the
it.
first big revamp is fielding. Before we get into it, we've been doing a ton of testing. We've been playing tournaments, and we have been looking silly because you have to learn how to field all over again in MLB The Show 23. But it's all changes we think you're going to love. Let's get right into it, Connor.
Yeah, so in last year's game, error rate was
Here we go, baby. Here we go.
The main thing that fielding kind of toggled. But
that's a double.
In this year's game, there's some quite significant changes.
Like you're mentioning, fielding really controls, whether you're a higher attribute, reduced errors, the increased frequency of quicker, faster animations, and more efficient animations that we've captured, as well as really affecting the outfield start transitions. And so those are one of the things that we touched pretty significantly this year to really
What's going on, Max? How you doing, brother?
And really to let you as a player be able to see that differentiation in the field. So with those outfield start transitions, you're going to notice on screen right now the differentiation between a Fox and an Aaron out there. Just speaking from a little bit of background, playing baseball myself, those first steps are very critical, especially playing outfield. Whether it's a hard line drive, whether you're going deep and back. And so as you watch the video, you're going to see that first step separation vary from a quick step, someone that can read that ball right away and get a good first jump, make that catch, or someone that takes a little bit longer. Maybe you take a harder first step because you don't read it as well.
Okay, they still got that
really good. Sure. And those are those lower attribute players, like right around 60, 50, where you're going to really notice.
Okay, so you can tell. I don't know what's with this dark
for our newcomers playing, this isn't necessarily a new feature to start transitions, but what we noticed was they weren't playing enough, right?
Absolutely.
So we went back to the drawing board and rebalanced
they know
everything.
He's bad.
Now, like Kyle mentioned, the fielding ability attribute, when you're playing and you have the controller in your hand, it controls the errors that are non-throwing. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And this also controls the start transitions. Is that correct?
Right.
So what we've basically done here is we've gone back to the drawing board and rebalanced the start transition. So you're going to see way more variation. Like, it's very noticeable now, right, Kyle?
Very noticeable. And that is also going to affect balls making way to the ground or, through the gaps, splitting the gaps. That's something that we've taken feedback on from watching streams and everything. Feel that the field is not playing quite as big as it should. So these start trends should help.
They also
those
changed
different
the
types
pitch
of hit types,
selection
those
screen,
hard line drives,
which is interesting.
The high fly balls.
If
you have a bad first step on a hard line drive, more often than not, that thing is going to split you and get to the wall in right center, left center. So, we're really trying to see more balls fall as well.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, it's not just the start transitions and the errors that are non-throwing. It's also the animations that you have.
Right.
If you get a bad jump, you still may be able to get to that ball, but your back, might end up being turned the wrong way, and you have to make a much longer throw, which means it's going to grab a longer animation and vice versa, right?
Right, absolutely.
So just from the start transitions, you're going to see way more granularity on what can happen in the field, even when you're making plays on the ball. Is that right?
Yeah, right, Ramon.
we're talking about fielding changes animation-wise. Any new animations, Connor?
Yeah, so this year, Ramon, we added new Rob Foul animations. We added some first base pick and stretch animations. And as always, urgency is always being discussed. And we added new fielding and throwing urgency animations. And then just a variety of hot shot catch and miss animations. And the final thing is just dives.
Thank you, Connor. As you mentioned, we have hundreds of new gameplay animations, and a lot of them are in the fielding department. To recap real quick, the fielding ability attribute governs errors, non-throwing, correct? Like getting the ball hitting you in your chest or a hot shot or something like that. So when that happens, everyone, remember, that's not your fault because of the individual that you're using and their fielding ability attribute. That's what's going to cause those errors. It also is what's going to determine the start transitions and the jumps, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
What should we talk about next? Let's talk about the next major fielding revamp, the button accuracy throw meter. But before we talk about the changes, how does this meter, or how did this meter work in the past, and what did it represent, Kyle?
So in the past, throw accuracy meter had consistent timing, always in the center, green region scale depending on fielder accuracy. But we noticed it just wasn't challenging enough.
Nope, that's green, sweet spot in the same spot all the time.
Right. You know, we're watching streams, we're playing internally. It doesn't have the competitive nature that some of our other interfaces, pinpoint or zone, you know.
There's a couple players, though, that it's
and so
really hard
how can we add that into the show this year? How can we make it more competitive? How can we keep our players on their toes like the players are in real life? And so there's a little bit of work done that I think Connor is happy to speak to.
Connor, what's changed with button accuracy throwing?
Yeah, these changes are one of my favorites for sure. In previous years, there was just the red, yellow, and green, Ramon, and those were pretty stagnant.
No, they were stagnant. They didn't move at all.
Yeah, so in this year's game, it's changed quite a bit. Difficult infield plays, that green section is going to move. And those long outfield throws, it's going to move as well.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, with the moving meter, it just adds a sense of urgency to the players.
Wow, that might be actually hard,
you know, exactly what they're feeling.
But even the yellow, you still got it there, so.
Runners on base, runners in scoring position, trying to throw a runner out from second and center.
I don't know if that's a good thing, though. I don't know if that's a good thing.
So and looking back at the numbers,
kind of agree with the chat right now.
Telemetry and the feedback that you all give us on streams and
y'all
questionnaires.
Won't make no errors. Wasn't nobody making any errors.
Nobody's making any errors.
Nobody was making any errors. You could close your eyes and field, but those days are gone.
Yeah, those outfield
moves.
Those outfield assists.
That's just gonna be like you're not gonna know in
I think
which position it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Was the outfield assist
like
leader,
a
you know, so we want to see
bro.
some more realism there. You know, you don't want to be throwing everybody out every time. We want those moments to be special, impactful, and highlight. You know exactly what you're doing.
And what Kyle is really talking about is everything was too easy. It was too easy to throw people out, and our put out numbers were astronomical and not realistic at all. So specifically, let's talk about in the outfield, what's happening with button accuracy? What's changing that's going to make our put out numbers way more realistic?
Just the start, the moving of the meter itself is just already difficult and challenging. You're focusing on a couple things. You have to know where your runners are in space on the bases. You have to hit a very minuscule perfect meter to get your most efficient and accurate throw home. All those things combined with running an efficient route to the ball, it's challenging in real life, and we want that challenge for you all, you know, in our game.
For some of our new fans watching this,
that's gonna be hard, bro.
MLB The Show for the first time.
That's gonna be hard.
What is the green spot?
You're good, Angel.
What determines its
Watch the video tomorrow. I'll
the sweet
talk
spot
about everything
in the
that's
meter,
in the
green little area.
Yeah, so the green area is the sweet spot, as you mentioned. It's basically
that's
going to be an online throw if you hit that green
really
spot.
Hard,
that is tied to the arm accuracy attribute. So because of that, we've also balanced our other mechanics as well, whether you're using buttons or analog throwing, to kind of mimic those MLB numbers.
And put like the full control in the player's hands, because the really cool aspect of it is with this really challenging throw accuracy meter, you can take some hits on other statistics if you can master the meter. You can take a hit with poor arm accuracy for a shortstop, for example, because he's a better hitter. And so if you're good, if you get into custom practice, which I'm happy to say we've done a couple changes for you, and go on in there, check it out in the tech test, and get your hands on the throw accuracy meter, test it out before you start playing everybody live.
So quick recap, all of the fielding interfaces have been rebalanced. That's correct.
Absolutely.
But button accuracy has been completely
I don't know about the button
revamped.
accuracy
The
thing.
sweet
We're going to have to
spot,
test
the
it
green
out.
area, it now moves.
Yes.
It does.
And that is based off the difficulty
We're going to have to
of
test
the
that
play
out.
and what else?
I don't know how I feel about
Distance of
that.
the throw.
The distance
if
of
you're
the
in
throw.
outfield.
Yeah, so, distance of the throw and difficulty of the play.
All
But,
right.
Ramon, we left one thing out.
Uh-oh, what we leave out?
The yellow portion of the meter.
Oh.
Force throws to first, now the yellow portion of the meter. And what that does, it's basically a dirt throw region. So if I'm throwing the first and I hit it inside that yellow region, it's up to the first baseman's fielding attribute whether he's going to make that pick.
Oh,
shit. Okay.
Frank Thomas comes to mind. Yes, he does. So it's yellow, but it doesn't correlate to the person throwing the ball. That's really going to correlate to who you
So
have.
you just
at
use
first
no
base, 'cause it's a dirt
first
throw
baseman
and you're
anymore.
hoping that guy over there.
Yeah.
has
You're
a
just
high
going to use the
fielding
third baseman.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
you're going to do,
Yeah,
right?
you do.
All right. So we're talking about all things gameplay. We've talked about the
Right?
fielding
I feel like you
ability.
just use a third
We've
baseman.
talked about jumps and dives. We talked
There's
about
like
button
plenty of ways to
accuracy.
get around that. I think.
Now let's talk about quirks and attributes. Also, big changes coming to quirks. What are they?
So we have 4 new quirks this year: pickoff artist, table setter, break outlier, and bad ball hitter. And the pickoff artist kind of does exactly what it says it does. You're going to get a little boost when you're on the mound, a little quicker pickoff move, hopefully being able to get that runner out. The table setter kind of does what it says. Nobody's on base. You excel at getting
that's a
on,
good
kind of
quirk.
jump starting your team.
Pickoff artist is
Break
I don't
outlier.
know.
This is for pitchers, both starting and relief. The starting pitchers, the third and fourth time through the lineup, won't lose as much break, so you can expect to see the
All of them are
same
good, I think,
type
except for the
of
pickup,
tightness
'cause it's
on the
kinda out of the
slider
hitter's
and a
control
curveball that you would in the
if you
first
didn't move
and
him,
the 8th inning.
you know?
Whereas if they didn't have that outlier attached, you'd see the
That was that
slider
hitting
and
pitches
curveball become
outside
a
the
little flatter,
zone.
not have as much break. And then lastly, the bad ball hitter.
Jesus.
That is a little bit of a buff or a little bit of a boost when you're swinging and making contact at pitches outside of the zone. So if you're thinking Vlad Guerrero picking it off the dirt, that's where you'd see that
Gene Segura
that
in the
quirk
playoffs.
take
That's
effect.
not the only thing happening in the quirks. In game, what else is changing when it comes to the realm of quirks?
Yeah, so we've actually removed passive quirks in this year's game especially. We just felt like there were a lot. There were some that did something, some that didn't do
So
anything.
if they didn't do anything, they're gone.
They're gone.
Yep.
They're
Boom,
gone.
There it is.
So what that means is what you see is what's impacting gameplay.
And I think that's really important. Don't forget
Yeah.
quirks stack. So if you're lucky enough to have a player with 3 or 4 quirks, maybe it's a day game, a road game, and you got those 2 things, those will stack and they will affect either the size of your PCI
So that'd
or
be better
the sweet
for
spot whether you're
franchise, right?
pitching. So it's all affecting the gameplay.
But we're not done. Another big change you'll be able to play in the tech test tomorrow, because you're going to be able to play with all of this, is we were talking about attributes, right?
Clutch attribute.
We have a
Hey, there we go.
complete change on the attribute called clutch. It does not work the way it used to. How did it change, fellas?
So we made it meaningful, really. We wanted to highlight those players that are successful when the time calls for it. You know, runners on base.
Perfect is back.
Good
Okay.
game, 9th inning. The ones that step
Clutch.
up. Yeah, the ones that step up. Or that pitcher that's just nails. Like fastball, go take a seat. Next one up, you know. That's what we wanted the clutch attribute to do. Highlight specific players. You know, you got Judge is a great example of someone. When he comes up, you know, that intimidation factor is there. That guy is ready when the
So if you have a
moment
good
calls for it.
clutch, do
So
you get
Connor, why don't you
perfects
tell us a
now?
little bit about how that clutch is going to factor in with contact and
That's
stuff?
kinda what I'm
Most
thinking.
definitely. So in years past, contact and hits per 9 have kind of been battling with one another. But now, with runners in scoring position, clutch is a direct replacement for contact, and pitching clutch is a direct replacement for hits per 9.
So let's say this again. Clutch is now swapping attributes. What happens when you're a pitcher now?
When you are pitching clutch replaces hits per 9 with runners in scoring position.
With runners in scoring position. That's
Placement
massive.
is
But it's
crazy,
also
though.
big on the hitting side. So as a batter with the runner in scoring position, what does clutch as an attribute do now?
Clutch now swaps in and replaces contact. So that new battle is that clutch versus pitcher clutch when there's runners in scoring position.
So you're getting 2 brand new contact ratings if there's
Interesting.
somebody
Okay,
in
so-
scoring position if
Wow,
you're a
that's
hitter.
that's
right,
huge.
Ramon.
This seems like a lot. Also, all of this information, including the breakdown,
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely
for
need that
all
handbook.
of the things that you'll see in game, like clutch,
Because a lot
power,
of players
is
have a
in
lot of good clutches,
the
so it's-
handbook,
you're gonna have a lot
full
more contact,
definitions.
I
And
feel
also,
like.
where can you find the handbook?
It's in the Diamond Dynasty menus.
So we've been talking about attributes. We just told you about how
Interesting.
clutch
I mean, yeah,
is
that's-
being completely
that's
changed.
crazy.
Let's talk
Crazy.
about on-screen
lot.
displays and other changes we've made.
Yeah, so this year, right and left on the D-pad, we've taken some time to touch up.
A lot to take in so far.
The
feeling I don't know about, but that was a good one.
You're going to see on the left, Framber Valdez, for example. He's got his per nines.
Those
are all his base attributes that are meant to be the driver for the game. Now, under that, there's his active quirks, and those are just gravy on top.
Yep, so you've got pluses and minuses to those attributes based off of those quirks. Any other changes to on-screen displays to show more accurate and pertinent information?
Yeah, so we're going to touch on swing feedback in a little bit, but one of the coolest things we've added is just StatCast, and that is left on the D-pad. StatCast is going to update based on just the situation of the game. It's going to update throughout the game with any information that a player might want to see.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool to check where my numbers are at the end of the game, how much I whiffed, how much contact I make in, what the opposing pitcher's throwing to me. That's really cool stats that I personally like seeing, and I think everybody playing the game is going to like it too.
That's huge.
Let's talk about swing analysis. It's been completely revamped. And
this might be a double
it needed to be completely revamped.
This might be a double.
We spent a lot of time on this, and unfortunately, we weren't doing our best job to show everybody who plays the game the pertinent information.
Oh yeah, we know.
And we'll just leave it at that. Let's talk about why it's changed and why it's so much better. Connor, what's changed?
Yeah, so we definitely wanted to make it more clear for everyone that plays our game. It's meant to tell a story. And what you're going to see is that if you read it from the top down, left to right, you're going to see the player's name and his applicable attributes. But under that, you're going to see everything that's important, from swing timing to if you're using zone hitting, PCI placement. And then at the very bottom, you're going to see the overall result.
So the first big change is swing timing is now on the left. Why is that?
So in our hitting engine and in real life, the timing of your swing dictates the rest of your at-bat. You need good timing to be able to hit the ball successfully, whether it's inside or outside, and that timing varies, obviously, depending on the location of the pitch, which also factors into the equation a little bit. So, like you mentioned, timing is the number one most important factor in our hitting engine, followed by your PCI placement when you're using zone interface.
Right, and so not only is swing timing now on the left, it shows up immediately during your swing. If you played the game last year, swing timing would not show up until after the hit had taken place. So we could understand how some people would disregard it as it being important because we didn't show it to you, and that's on us. But that has been changed. You see it
he's a DH.
immediately.
I didn't see that. He's a DH.
Swing timing is the most important thing in your swing.
He's a DH. Look,
but that's not it. There's a lot of nuance. Let's talk about PCI placement. I'm already seeing differences in the PCI. Why has it changed? What does it mean?
Yeah, so you're going to see quite a big difference. This year we've added that little center dot to the PCI. That's kind of the bullseye region.
Interesting.
Now, as you get farther away from it, it kind of changes whether your PCI is above or below the ball or to the left or right. But in saying that, we've gotten rid of just that center area, that kind of yellowed filled in portion, just to kind of
Too much ambiguity. And not enough nuance, which is very difficult, and that's what we're trying to do. So the center dot, is that the perfect region?
That is.
Is that perfect ground ball, fly, or line drive?
See, because there's some ambiguity in the swing feedback, it can be slightly above or below it and still be a perfect. So ideally, yeah, the very center is going to be a perfect line drive, but it's not always that way.
And that's due to the combination of your swing timing. There's not just one perfect swing timing for a pitch. There's a millisecond range that you can work within. So hence the way the system works.
And the last big change to swing timing, what is going on at the bottom? I see some text here, Kyle. What is that?
So we repurposed that contact grade. The contact grade all along, even from 22 and 21, it was your final output grade, but we weren't doing a great job as a gameplay team, giving that to you all out there. And so what we wanted to do is simplify it, like Connor and Ramon have both been saying, simplify that contact grade. So now that contact good is going to really reflect the output on the field. Your combination of swing timing and PCI placement are both factored into contact with your exit velo and launch angle. And for those of you who maybe question a little bit put that exit velo and put that launch angle on Baseball Savant in the calculator, and you're going to get numbers in terms of distances that match and reflect what you see.
Damn, okay,
now,
that's sick.
add in the fact that you've got the handiness of the pitch, you've got the spin of the pitch, you've got the location of the pitch, you've got wind, you've got park factors, and there's a lot of nuance. There is still a lot of nuance in the results of your swing, but we're very, very confident that this new swing analysis box is way better than anything we've ever had, and we can't wait for you to try it out, and you're going to get to try it out tomorrow. So remember, your swing timing is on the left, your PCI placement is on the right, and your contact grade, that's below, right?
Right.
So you're adding up all three, right?
Exactly.
It's a
That's a great way to look at it, Ramon. You're adding up all of your inputs, and the contact is your final result.
All right. So we've talked about the all-new swing analysis, but what's an all-new swing analysis box without some hitting changes? So we have gameplay styles, right? We've got 3 of them: casual, simulation, and competitive. Casual and simulation. Numbers look great. The community was very happy. Those modes still got changes, but y'all were happy with it, so we didn't touch a whole lot. However, competitive mode is a different story. The competitive gameplay style has been completely redone. Let's talk about the changes.
Yeah, I know earlier I said throw accuracy meter changes were one of my favorite, but I truly think this might take it. Competitive is a really cool thing, and these gameplay styles are one. It's just an area we feel we can. It's an avenue for us to go down, and to kind of differentiate the game for different types of players.
And with that competitive, with the feedback that we get from you all on streams, the esport tournaments that we watch, those things are so awesome. We really want to highlight the player skill that you all have out there. It's so awesome to watch those tournaments, to watch those game-winning home runs, watch the throws. But we notice, I think we could be a little bit more competitive. I think we need to do more to that pitcher-batter matchup. We weren't happy with some of the foul ball rates we were seeing. We weren't happy with the amount of swing and misses we weren't seeing, unfortunately. We were seeing too much contact up there. So we thought as a gameplay team, how can we get better? How can we make these changes? And so we looked at all these different things to enhance that pitcher-batter matchup.
Perfect. Let's start with foul ball changes. Competitive gameplay style. What's changing when it comes to foul balls?
There's less of them, Ramon. You're gonna notice that pitchers can strike batters out a lot easier now. It's the way, it's what we see in real life, and it's what we want people to experience on our game. If you're pitching well, you're gonna get the guy out.
Yeah, I think that's really important to highlight. A lot of frustration internally as well as with you all out there is the lack of being able to finish off an at-bat with 2 strikes. Annoying. It can be really frustrating when you get 2 strikes on a batter and they're throwing sliders and curveballs and off-speeds down and away, or down, or even up and in, and they're fouling off pitches that they probably should not be getting to.
No, they shouldn't be.
Especially with poor timing. You know, if you're very, very late, very early, you should not be rewarded with an extra pitch. You know, that pitcher got you, and we need to, rectify that, and we did. The swing and misses are there. The foul ball rates, those extended at bats. We weren't happy with seeing that. Those 9 or 10 pitch at bats with those very poor timings. Like that is something we didn't like to see, and so we made changes to address those things in the competitive mode this year.
At the end of the day, previous years I've always struggled with hitting, and I finally feel like I'm able to make up for it with my pitching in this year when it comes to pinpoint and just being able to sequence my pitches.
Yep, being able to strike guys out.
This guy coming from the tourney winner, of course, he mentions his ability to execute his pitches.
You won the tourney?
The All-Star bracket, not the Hall of Fame.
Hey man, you stick your chest out.
All-Star.
Oh, it's out.
You won the tourney. I didn't win the tourney.
I have to walk by and see his trophy every day. So it's not something I look forward to seeing.
You won the tourney. All right.
We
just talked about foul ball rates. We've talked about swing analysis. Complete revamp. We've been revamping everything in gameplay. What else? Where are we talking next?
You're going to notice a significant decrease in the amount of cheap hits that you would expect. And what I refer to as cheap hits are those really late timing flares over the first baseman or third baseman. Those are very, very frustrating, especially when you get down to 2 strikes, or especially with runners in scoring position. It as a player, it's not fun to have that happen to you. Can it happen? Of course. The whole spectrum is there, but we narrowed the entire range for those very early, very late swings. So you'll see a lot less of those.
What Kyle is basically saying is, if you're playing on competitive, good swing timing, great swing timing, perfect swing timing, good PCI placement, you're going to hit the ball harder. You're going to find more green grass. Those bloop hits that you would get from, weak timing or okay contact, those are happening at a much lower clip. Is that correct?
Absolutely correct.
And we've done a few tournaments here. The game is we're seeing this play out. It's also way harder. Strikeouts are up. So we're really excited to have everybody play out these tons of changes that are coming to MLB The Show 23. Kyle and Connor, we've been talking about gameplay styles, competitive mode. Where will you find yourself playing in competitive mode?
It is a gameplay style. So if you are in Diamond Dynasty, it's set to competitive.
And that's pretty much for all competitive online games, right?
All online games, all Diamond Dynasty, whether online or offline.
Oh, so even if I'm playing online against the computer, it's still in competitive mode?
Yes.
And I can toggle it on and off if I'm playing offline in a different mode?
Yep. You just go to your gameplay styles and toggle them there.
All right. We forgot to mention something, and it's pretty significant. Kyle, plate vision is an attribute.
It is.
It has changed.
Yeah.
How has it changed?
So to take effect in competitive, you're going to notice right away that we took 50% of your vision away on the outside. And really, that's the swing and misses and foul balls. That was a big enhancer of extending those at-bats when it wasn't warranted. You would see off PCI fouls and even potentially hits. And so that shrunken vision is really changing the way the foul ball rates.
Say that one more time. What's the reduction?
50%. Half.
50%. Half. All right, let's go. This is the gameplay feature premiere. Remember, the tech test, you can play it tomorrow. We've talked about fielding changes, all new animations. We've talked about batting. We've talked about the PCI. We've talked about swing analysis. But the MLB have some rule changes. Which rule changes are we going to see in MLB The Show 23?
So the first rule change you're going to see right out of the gate is the newly implemented shift rule, and that's with a minimum of 4 infielders on the dirt at all times, with 2 infielders on each side of second base. And it's really going to kind of we're interested as a gameplay team to see the way it changes the game. We have the default set accordingly, but we're really curious to see how it's going to play in spring training and through the course of the year. So we're ready to adjust those shifts as needed, because I'm really curious to see what people do with the outfielder if they try to play rover. So that's going to be really interesting from our team.
Yeah, so defensive shifts are still in the game, but we're implementing the new real-life MLB rules.
Yeah, and then we have the pitch timer and head-to-head. We've always had that when you're playing online head-to-head competitively or offline head-to-head. We have that auto pitch timer at, I think it's a 6-second mark right now. The pickoff limit, and that was where if the pitcher picks off twice, they only have one more attempt to pick off successfully. If not, it's balked. The runner moves on to second or third.
But that is not implemented in MLB The Show for, gameplay balancing reasons.
Right.
It will be balk city because everybody would just be doing that, right?
Yep.
But the new defensive shift rules are in. The other change that you will not see in MLB The Show 23 is visually bigger bases. But the MLB rule changes are in for defensive shifts. Can't wait to see what y'all try out. So we've talked about a lot of the changes in the realm of gameplay. All of these updates you can play in the tech test tomorrow. February 15th, servers will be open around 10 a.m. Pacific. Be sure to play as many games as you can, and be sure to leave your feedback as you play on theshow.com. We've covered fielding changes, the new button accuracy meter, attributes and quirk changes. Clutch is completely different. Competitive mode has been rewritten from the ground up. Did we cover everything? Last thoughts, fellas?
I'm looking forward to the feedback from the tech test. I can't wait to see you guys get your hands on the new meter, get the changes, and I'm really interested just to see the foul balls and swing and miss rates. Something I'm looking forward to, the thousands and thousands of you playing, and get all those numbers back.
I am definitely looking forward to playing against everyone. I am also looking forward to just watching streams and hearing everyone's thoughts. Also, just want to thank the AI team. I know Kyle and I are out here speaking on behalf of everyone, all the hard work, and we appreciate it.
I'm joined by senior technical game designer Kyle Blake. Kyle, how you doing?
I'm doing great today, Ramon.
We got a few things to tell people about the tech test today, don't we?
We do. There's some cool stuff we might want to tip them off before they see it tomorrow.
So, co-op. Let's start there.
Co-op, yeah. Everybody asked for it. We want rewards in co-op.
I'm back, chat. I'm back.
So we did it.
I just talked to my mom. Sorry, guys.
So just like solo ranks.
How you doing, Squirrel?
There's co-op
From the
ranks.
stream. Tristan, what's going on?
I'm
doing pretty good.
That you're going to be climbing. When you play with your buddies, and games, your rating goes up. If you lose games, it goes down.
Guys, co-op.
Those certain thresholds, just like in
co-op ranks. Co-op ranks. Who's hyped co-op ranks?
So, long story short, we got rewards in
co-op.
fucking
way.
But
Co-op
that's
ranks.
not all, Kyle. There's more.
There's more. So we got a couple other tidbits that will just tip you off.
What are they talking about? I didn't see what they were talking about earlier.
First, DH.
I gotta go back.
The MLB got the universal DH just this last season, so now we have it in Diamond Dynasty as well.
That's fire.
So any squad you play with in Diamond Dynasty has a DH.
DH
you ever had these?
ABD, but that's not
these
all,
are fire.
Yeah, alongside that, we of course added full two-way player functionality. I'll give you an example. Of course, the one everybody knows is Shohei Ohtani. So we'll have Shohei Ohtani's Live Series card, which still is a starting pitcher, but it has secondary positions, so that's what makes him a two-way player. And that goes for any player in Diamond Dynasty. When they're a pitcher with secondary positions,
you want to run co-op first day? We might have to score. We might have to get in there.
Rotation. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And if you don't want to have him as the DH in the rotation, you can just put him in one of
tomorrow,
the
bro. Who knows?
Positions.
The tech test. We might have to run on the tech test.
Is just super flexible, just like a two-way player is in real life.
Thank you so much, Kyle, for joining us and giving us those extra tidbits of info.
We might have to run some on the first day.
We'll also be joined by Kyle very, very soon for the Diamond Dynasty feature premiere. Have still so much to talk about. We want to give an extra
that's it. Is that
to
it?
our guest today, Luis, Steve,
Marca, I missed like half the fucking thing.
And Kyle and Connor. Hope you all enjoyed it.
I missed like half the thing, bro. Hold on, let me go to YouTube real quick. Is that it? No fucking way. Making World Series first. Might have to, bro. There it is. All right, yo, hold on. Let me go back to YouTube.
Did you have your shot today?
What?
Did you have your shot?
I'm back, chat. I'm back. Sorry, guys. Sorry, bro. Sorry, chill out. All right, let's mainly lock in real quick. So I missed like half of this. Well, I don't even know what they were talking about. So I got the quirks. I was talking to my parents real quick when they popped in. So I talked with the clutch. The clutch we didn't know about. They talked about the StatCast. Swing outness. Did we watch this?
You know, we weren't doing our best job to
I
show
saw that.
Everybody.
I saw the swing analysis. Okay. I missed like the back half of this one real quick. We're gonna react to this and then we'll look. Okay, they talked about competitive. Let me look.
Yeah, the game for different types of players.
I saw this.
Strikes on a batter, and they're throwing sliders and curveballs and off speeds down.
Complete revamp. We've been revamping everything in gameplay. What else? Where are we talking next?
You're going to notice a significant decrease in the amount of cheap hits that you would expect. And what I refer to...
Okay, here we go.
Styles and toggle them there.
This is where I left off. Hold on. Maybe we continue to watch this, all right?
Something, and it's pretty significant.
Okay, plate vision.
Plate vision.
I missed like the last 9 minutes, 6 minutes of this. We'll watch this out real quick.
It has changed.
Plate vision, all right.
How has it changed?
So... to take effect in competitive, you're going to notice right away that we took...
Oh, shit. Okay. This new, like, okay, so that's what happens if you press R2. That looks fire.
Of your vision away on the outside. And really, that's the swing and misses and foul balls. You know, that was a big enhancer of extending those at-bats when it wasn't warranted. You would see off PCI fouls and even potentially hits. And so that shrunken vision is really changing the way the foul ball rates.
Say that one more time. What's the reduction?
50%. Half.
Damn.
50%. Half.
Damn. That's crazy.
Let's go. This is the gameplay feature premiere. Remember, the tech test, you can play it tomorrow. We've talked about fielding change. We've talked about swing analysis. But the MLB have some rule changes.
Yeah, the rule changes is what I missed.
I
want to see in MLB The Show 23.
Rule change. Here we go.
So the first rule change you're going to see right out of the gate is the newly implemented shift rule. And that's with a minimum of 4 infielders on the dirt at all at all times with 2 infielders on each side of second base.
Yeah, so this is the maximum shift you can
really
get now.
We're interested
crazy
as a gameplay team to see the way it changes the game. We have the default set accordingly, but we're really curious to see how it's going to play.
Extreme left and extreme right, you can set.
So
okay, interesting.
We're ready to adjust those shifts as needed, because I'm really curious to see what people.
That might be annoying, but I guess we'll
play rover. So that's going to be really interesting from our team.
Yeah. So defensive shifts are still in the game, but we're implementing the new real life.
That's good though. That's good. They should be doing that.
And then we have the pitch timer and head-to-head. We've always had that when you're playing online head-to-head competitively or offline head-to-head. We have that auto pitch timer at, I think it's a 6-second mark right now. The pickoff limit, and that was where if the pitcher picks off twice, they only have one more attempt to pick off successfully. If not, it's balked. The runner moves on to second or third.
Oh, it's a balk? Oh, shit, I didn't even know that.
For, gameplay balancing reasons. It will be balk city because everybody would just be doing that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But the new defensive shift rules are in. The other change that you will not see in MLB The Show 23 is visually bigger bases.
Oh,
but the MLB rule changes are in for defensive shifts. Can't wait to see what y'all try out. So we've talked about
all right, that's pretty much it, right?
Tomorrow gameplay.
They talked about a lot and talked about co-op rank at the end right here. Which that looks fire, and they talked about the 2-way players. So, okay. So that's pretty much it. I mean, they renounced a lot. The fielding, I got to test out the fielding. I don't know how I feel about that. I got to be honest. I don't know how I feel about that fielding. It's just weird with the bar moving and everything. Like, I don't know how that's going to work. It's just something you have to test, I think. So, a little concerned about that. The hitting changes look awesome. The hitting changes look fire. I like the hitting changes. They look really good. So excited for the hitting changes. They also had the rule changes we just talked about are pretty cool. What else? I don't even know what else they talked about. Let me see. Where was that recap screen at? Recap. So updated throwing. Oh yeah, the quirks and clutch attributes. That's crazy. That clutch can now be contact. Like that's actually wild because everyone has really good clutch in MLB The Show. So excited to see how that clutch works. The revamped competitive gameplay. I really don't know if that's going to make much of a difference, to be honest. I just don't know. The swing and miss rates are probably a good thing just because, that's how real life baseball is. So that's good. And then online, I'm hyped for this. I mean, we've been asking for co-op rewards for all year when I've been playing it. And now that there's rewards for co-op, it's going to be so fun. So you're going to have the normal ranked system and then co-op like ranked system. So that's going to be fire. And like Yellow said in the chat, Yellow Squirrel, we got to make that World Series push, you know what I'm saying? And then we have DH and 2-way players now, so that's fire. So honestly, everything's looking up for this game. I'm really liking everything so far. And I can't wait for this game to come out. We're going to be playing live tomorrow on the tech test. So if you guys want to come, we'll be back at 1 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be live for probably a decent amount of time. Tomorrow we'll probably be live for a minute. I'm over there, but yeah, everything looks so good so far. I'm liking everything so far. Everything looks like it's going on the right path, and I'm excited to see what's next for MLB The Show in general because everything looks solid. Before we dip on out of here, I want to see if they tweeted anything out on their actual website or anything. I'm not sure, probably not, but let's take a little peek real quick. But yeah, everything looks phenomenal so far. I really like it. I gotta be honest. No, it doesn't look like anything yet. Everything looks really good. The game plan changes look good, so I gotta be honest. This MLB The Show is looking really solid so far. I'm really liking what they're doing to the game, and just making it better for everyone. So, I gotta say, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. You know what I'm saying? It's been really fun chit-chatting with everyone, saying what's up to everyone in the chat. Let's just say I miss a couple of you guys in here. I gotta be honest. So that's fire. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream and everything like that. We'll be back tomorrow 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be playing the tech test for the first time, playing some MLB The Show gameplay. So if you guys want to see that, go ahead, hop on into that stream. And then, also we'll be getting a video up as well around that time with all the information in the stream if you guys missed any of it. So we'll get that up as well. But if you guys enjoyed this, stream video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Go check out the other videos on that channel. There's streams on the channel as well by MLB The Show. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.